Aloha Tālofa, 안녕하세요, and hello everyone. Welcome to the Alohahna View on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be cooking Pikake. So that is a Sāmoan fish dish, which today typically you use mackerel, but I will be working with pink salmon today. So for future reference, you will be seeing lots of Polynesian dishes on this channel, but the ultimate goal of these challenges is to make it super healthy, super delicious, and super easy for you to cook at home. So without further ado, let's get into it and start cooking. If you're like me in any kind of way, you can't operate in a kitchen without it being clean first. So I'm taking the time to prep up for that. But I really chose this dish for you guys because it's been my favorite lately. It's super high in protein, low in fat, and it's also keto friendly for those who are interested in that eating style. These are the ingredients we're working with today: pink salmon or mackerel. Your choice of leafy greens. I chose spinach because I personally prefer spinach out of many leafy greens. And then we got our lemon, our bell pepper, and just a heads up guys, all of the produce in this recipe are interchangeable. And then our onion. Always make sure to wash your produce, guys. Give them a good bath. Here we are now beginning the cutting process for the produce. I am removing all of the seeds from the bell pepper because nobody is trying to choke today. You know what I'm saying? Also for this recipe, I only used 1/4 of the bell pepper. However, if you are making it more for, let's say, 2 people, I would highly recommend just doubling the amount of ingredients that you guys use when cooking. Green peppers are rich in vitamin C, vitamin B6, and fiber, which are all great things for your gut health and can aid with preventing diabetes. They're low in calories, rich in antioxidants, and improve your overall immune system. Moving on, we're going to start the cutting process of the onion, which I only used 1/4 of. Onions are nutrient dense, meaning they're low in calories but high in vitamins and minerals. They're rich in vitamin C, which acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting the body from free radicals, which are chemicals that contribute to diseases and cancers that none of us want. They're a good source of potassium, which many of us are surprisingly lacking, and they can help control blood sugar, especially for people with diabetes or pre-diabetes. After you're done cutting the onions, just cry a little bit and then wipe those tears away and get back to it. Here's the final product of the bell peppers and onions. Then go ahead and save those leftovers unless you're going to make some more. Now everyone's oven and stovetop is different, but I chose this heat, which is kind of like between medium to medium high. Now things are going to get a little bit exciting. We're going to open up our canned salmon. I know it's not the freshest thing out in the sea right now, but hey, it's cheap and we can make it healthy still. This is another one of those personal preference moments. I choose to keep majority of the oil in just because I don't have to season it as much and I actually like the flavor. As you can see, it doesn't start off as the most appetizing thing to look at, but over the course of this process, trust me, your taste buds will change their mind. And since we're cooking with salmon, they actually maintain healthy hair, skin, and insulin levels. They improve our memory and efficiency of brain function, can prevent macular degeneration and loss of vision. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are considered essential vitamins for the body, decreasing inflammation, lowers blood pressure, and reduces the risk of cancers. Once we've broken down our salmon, we're going to add our onions and bell peppers next. I'm not going to lie though, I actually did the process backwards. I was supposed to begin with the bell peppers and the onions first, just to kind of get it a little caramelized, I would say. But as I was continuing to cook, I realized it didn't really matter. It still tasted the same at the end of the day. But generally, I begin with cooking with the onions and bell peppers first. So like I mentioned guys, I screwed up the order. I was supposed to do the onions and the bell peppers first, but I put in the fish first. But hey, it's still cooking and that's all that matters, right? So as we're observing right here, the salmon's gonna slowly start cooking. Same thing with the onions, and you're just gonna keep stirring it basically. Just like that. Yep, just keep stirring. we got our lemon now, which out of this entire thing, I only used 1/4 of it. We're gonna cut it up and save it for the very end. For the leafy greens, which I chose spinach for today, sometimes I use kale, kind of depends on the mood I'm in. You want to throw this in at the very end because these vegetables cook the fastest. Throughout the cooking process, I would say the spinach takes about 3 minutes for it to really get to this consistency right here. Then with that 4th lemon that we saved from earlier, you're just going to squeeze it right on top. Finally, you're gonna just taste test the food. Nom 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 nom. I like it. For our carbs, we just have a regular bowl of rice. We have finally made it to the finish line of the cooking process, and now we are just topping the rice off with our final product. If you guys were to follow this recipe exactly how we did it in the video, you actually don't need any additional salt or seasoning just because the can itself had already a lot of sodium. But ultimately, just adjust the flavor to your liking. That's always the golden rule of thumb when cooking. This is the final result of today's hard work. Hope you guys enjoyed this first cooking video and were able to learn some stuff. This is also my favorite sauce ever, and I put it in a lot of my dishes, but this one specifically was the bomb.com. Thanks again for tuning in for another episode of the Alohahna View. Hope you guys were able to enjoy the very first episode of the cooking segment. And again, if there's anything specific that you guys want to see that is Islander inspired, just go ahead, drop a comment down below, or contact me through my other social media on Instagram or my blog at thealohanaview.com. I did film this at nighttime, so manuele po or 안녕하세요, which means good night and sleep well in Korean. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys next week.